for my team overall, I just keep saying it's the comms. If we can work on comms, we'll take on anyone.
Love
That's
it.
what comes
Well,
down to.
you better watch out, COD League, because I think LA Guerrillas are coming back for a little bit of revenge here. Thank you so much, Aqua, for joining me, and congratulations.
My initial reaction to how this tournament played out, I kind of view it as like a mixed bag. There's a lot of positives for us, and then a lot of kind of the negative issues that were there in the past carried over. We put a lot of work into our search and destroy before the event, and our search and destroy looked pretty amazing. Other than like the one game 5 versus London, we struggled with domination this tournament, and also our map pool and hard point isn't great. Gunrunner was kind of like a Trojan horse for us this event. It felt like we were really confident with that map going into the tournament. It wasn't great for us during the tournament, but as a whole, it was really encouraging to see a lot of the effort that we put into specific things paying off. And so it's kind of just prep work for the next tournament, fixing more things. I think the main thing with communicating in game is having trust in your teammates. Like, someone can be calling, but if everyone isn't trusting and falling in line behind that call, then it's kind of just irrelevant. Like the saying in COD is kind of like, every person making the wrong play but on the same page is always better than like doing the right play but fragmented or staggered. It's super important to just like trust in your teammates who are making those calls in the game, and everyone being on the same page throughout the entire map. Having a leader on any team, especially one with some newer players with like less experience, it's super important having that voice that you can rely on when everything's going crazy to call a plan and everyone falls in line behind that plan. It's super important. Obviously, everyone has to contribute in communication. It can never be like one guy, but every team kind of has one person that controls the flow of it and is making like the executive decisions, and we didn't really have that. None of the players we have were ever really in that role in their past teams, and so Yuli, or Aqua, kind of being the veteran on our team, he kind of took that role upon himself, and it's something we as coaches have been working with him to help him get comfortable with that and to kind of help everyone else fall in line behind him and contribute to the game plan and the communications during the map.
I'm going into that team like knowing I'm not the real in-game leader. It's like the coaches tell us what we should be doing, how to play better, and how we can be a better team. So for me, it's more of like I just have the job to like make sure we're doing the things we're doing from practice into the actual event. It makes me not slack off in practice. I've always, past years, everyone knew me as the slacker. I would always either be on late or I wouldn't even show up sometimes to play for scrims just because like some shit goes on my end. This is like the first team that I've been on where I have to do all that and be on point, and it's actually been helping me out as a player because I feel like now I cleared my head up. I know what to expect and I know what to do, so I just make sure to get on every day motivated and be on time. And I think me being on time has made my team always like get on time as well, so I just feel like it's been helping me out. The one thing I do hate about playing from home is definitely the eating. I think, I'm not going to say just my team, but definitely other teams, is people lack on sleep, people lack on having a good set schedule, so when you wake up you have your breakfast and then you scrim. So that's like the main issue for me. I've finally cleaned all that up. I'm the person to always get on prepared and just be ready to play and not have anything ruin my scrim. I think being at home definitely allowed players to lack on all that a little bit. Self-discipline is definitely a main factor in being a professional esports player. I feel like ever since I fixed myself, I personally feel more composed and just more positive and just a better player overall. And I think that's one of the main factors I think every player should take is make sure you sleep, make sure you get the food you need, and just be ready to play.
Vivid, he's been an insane player for us. Like, the speed he plays at it's pretty absurd, and he's also like super comfortable with the smoke grenade. He's one of the few players that wants to run the smoke grenade. Like, having him being able to take over games, going like 40 and 25 with so many engagements, such high kills, like obviously it's invaluable. Like, performance like that can single-handedly win you a map. He's been so awesome to work with the whole time. He wants to get better. He has such a good work ethic, and it shows in his performance in the tournaments.
First, when I played with Vivid and Spar, I think them two really didn't know the environment we were in. As like when you finally play on a pro team and know the game, it just comes down to communication. I feel like every day we get on practice and every day Vivid's communication gets better. He makes sure practice is always going well just because of the effort he brings in to the team.
We're taking it home series by home series, match by match at this point, because The way we see it, we're obviously in 12th place right now. The middle of the standings is super compact point-wise. We could easily have one good tournament and like catapult to the middle of the standings. Step one is to get out of the 9th through 12th. You don't want to start champs in the losers bracket, obviously. So the goal for us right now is just to get into that 8th spot. And then once we get there, we go from there.
I think our team's the only team that's been through a whole roster change out of any other team. We obviously switched out Spark to bring in Saints, and that's for us. We're just trying that out to see if it's definitely a Slane thing that we just need more. It's just the main goal for me is just to focus on champs and just bring more wins into the league. Once we're in the actual bracket play for the league, then that's when I'm going to focus more on like, let's win this instead of just trying to get W's.
We're pretty confident in our round 1 matchup versus Toronto. We're going to put in a lot of preparation work as it gets closer to the tournament date. It's not going to be an easy match by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think there is such thing as an easy match in this league. We're confident, and we're going to do everything we can to prepare for it and to get comfortable with our new player before then. And then it's just going to be a matter of showing up and executing what we've practiced these 2 weeks.
Going against Toronto, I feel confident. They showed up really good, and I think they're going to be a hard matchup still, but we can take them on, and I feel confident going into that match.